All right, everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage. And today we're going to complain.
But can I make a goodie first? I don't know if that's the right word.
Well, a goodie. Make a goodie.
Look at my shirt.
Yes, we are sporting some new gear.
Barbie. I have Barbie, and I got a Bratz one, too.
Do I have?
It's the same way. Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do.
How about that? I have my new hat on. It says Pops.
You should have wore your other shirt. Maybe next video.
We did get some good stuff for Christmas, so I hope everybody out there got some good stuff for Christmas too. But now that Christmas is over, we get rid of all that fake happy. It is time to complain some.
Fake happy.
Yeah, bah humbug. Christmas is gone. It's time to get back to real life.
Okay.
So, no, we are going to complain a little in this video, but we're going to try and do it in a positive way. We're going to talk about some of the challenges we had for 2023 and maybe some of the ways we're going to work around them, or some of the ways we did work around them, and some of the ways we hope to prevent them, at least minimize them in 2024. Mm-hmm. So, as usual, we're going to jump in and we're going to talk about some of the things that sold over, well, it'd be over Christmas weekend.
Yep.
And that said, what's the first thing that sold?
We sold some jeans. We sold some silver stretch Sookie mid-flare dark jeans.
Okay, so that's that bag right there. Bag number 88.
Yep.
Those sold for how much?
$29.99.
Ain't got much to say about those. They're jeans. They sell okay. As long as nobody uses them as an ashtray and sends them back, then we're in good shape.
Okay, the next thing we sold is part of a lot that we got. It is a 2006 Fisher-Price Loving Family Dad figurine.
He's got some stuff on his boots down here, but that's him there.
What's he got on his boots?
Looks like paint or something.
No, the paint peeled off. He was all painted blue.
Okay. Well, he worked hard. So what did Dad sell for?
He sold for a whopping $4.99.
All right. Well, profit's profit. We'll take it.
What's the first thing we're going to complain about?
Well, not the first. Okay.
What's the first challenge we had this
Full
year?
transparency. Motivation has been a challenge for today. Today is the 26th. It's the day after Christmas. We're recording this video. We've got 45 odd packages or something to ship out. And I don't want to be here. I don't think you want to be here that bad either.
I don't want to be here because you don't want to be here and you're grumpy.
I just wanted to sit in the house and eat the rest of my Christmas cookies today. I really didn't want to be out here. But that is one of the challenges we had all year long, is some days you just don't want to be there. Mm-hmm. Some days you want to be doing something else, but you got to treat it like a business. And that means some days you got to go to work when you don't want to. So we're here. Fake smiles on.
Mine's not a fake smile.
And we're going to do our darnedest.
So what are some besides
Doggone.
being motivation to be here to do what we're doing? What else do we have motivational issues with? I know what you have.
You know what is it a disease?
Yes.
What is it?
It's not coming up with video topics.
Video topics are hard, you guys. For those of you that do YouTube, you know. For those of you that don't do any kind of social media or YouTube, coming up with topics for these videos is actually something that's really challenging. Twice a week we put these videos out, and we got to come up with enough content to actually build a video or an idea of what we're going to build a video around, so that we don't bore you to death more than we do. And that is a challenge sometimes. Today it was a challenge. It is 1:20 right now, and we're just starting, and we've been up thinking of video ideas since about 8 o'clock. So
Yep.
at a certain point, you kind of have done all the videos you can think of doing, and you start repeating things. And I don't know.
I don't know. Some people enjoyed it because they watched our video on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Sometimes you just run out of things to say.
You never run out of things to say.
Often. I run out of things to say that I can say on camera.
Well, that may be. That may be true. The other motivational piece I think that I struggle with is listing stuff.
That one I struggle with too. Lists. Yeah.
I know you do.
Getting out, I have to force myself to go list, because it's a part of the job you don't like. I don't like listing stuff.
I enjoy it.
Sometimes I like listing stuff if I'm excited about what I'm listing, which is why they tell you to buy things you're interested in.
Yep. Like I have a whole lot of pants from our storage unit that have been driving around in my car, because typically I do them at our weekend job location. And we've been busy with other stuff and I just have not gotten around to listing them. So I've been ending and selling similar a lot of our items lately.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm sure towards the end of the year here, I know we noticed it a lot of, if you follow different YouTubers, you hear a lot about burnout. I think we even did a video on it.
We did.
And I think that directly relates to motivation. You get bored, you have to do the parts of the job you don't care for. Maybe garage sales dry up for the year and your sourcing stuff slows down, so you got to deal with, the piles of stuff you have created, and motivating yourself to keep going and doing that can be a challenge.
Yes.
How do we intend to address that next year?
I'm going to get a taser for pops.
A taser. Cattle prod. That's how motivation cattle prod.
Yep, I think I might. Ooh, I wonder if that hurts.
Yes, it hurts.
Okay, anybody have a source for where I can buy a cattle prod?
Campbell Supply, TSC, Fleet Farm. Why am I telling you this?
No, I think it's just you have to get into the right mindset. Right now, everything in the mindset a lot lately has been just holiday, 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 holiday.
Yeah, when you have other things going on that you'd like to get to, motivation to do your day job, no matter what it is, this or going to be a dentist or whatever your career is. If your life is trying to pull you in other directions for things you want to do, concentrating on your day job can get tough. And this job is no exception there, we found. So motivation's a tough one. We're going to have to keep pulling through it next year like we did this year.
What are your motivational ideas? We are interested on how you...
I like to eat, so money's a motivating factor for me. It does motivate you if you're not making enough. You need to make sure you have enough to buy your mac and cheese.
You don't eat mac and cheese.
Well, whatever your flavor of the month
Ramen
is.
noodles?
Ramen noodles, whatever it is. Cake, whatever you like.
Yes. Okay.
Cake's a good motivator.
So are cookies.
So are cookies, which is where I could be right now, but I'm not. I'm here. I'm motivated to finish this so I can go eat my cookies. See how we did that? Turn it around.
Okay.
All right. What else did we actually sell?
We sold some more Stampin' Up. My shelf is getting compacted into multiple less shelves.
Your shelf is getting compacted?
Yes, it's like going up. I'm using less shelves. So we sold the Stampin' Up 4 frames rubber stamp set.
There it is. And it is like well, you can see it there. It's 4 frames. Mm-hmm. What do you say about that? How much did that sell for?
$10 free shipping.
Give us one more.
The next item I didn't think would ever sell. I have been slowly but surely trying to sell these silverware. A lot of them are brand new in the package. I split one set up.
Yep.
And these that sold are W.M. Rogers and Sons silver plated enchanted roses, the pattern, drink coasters.
Yep, there they are. They're just, here's a single one. They are just silver coasters made in China.
And they bought 2 sets of them.
So we have a total of 8
that
coasters.
That back one's not connected to that
I know.
either.
Yep.
Okay. Total of 8 coasters, and those sold for $24 total. That means that's $3 a piece.
Yep, not bad for coasters.
I took an offer because they bought 8.
I'll take it, they're gone.
The next challenge we had is sourcing.
Not probably like most people would think. We didn't have trouble sourcing.
No.
We had trouble not sourcing.
Yes. I forced him every Thursday, whether he liked it or not.
I think that's a good
sourcing.
thing. I think that's a good thing, scheduling our sourcing. I think that part of it was good that we did that. That kind of falls into the motivation thing. You got to make yourself do the job. I think where we struggled was buying stuff we never should have, just to buy stuff. Like we bought a ton of stuff just so we didn't get skunked. We bought stuff because we felt like we just needed to be buying. We're there. It's Thursday. We're supposed to be buying. And so we bought. And some of that stuff we just never should have.
We got better at it throughout the year.
We did. The year started rough. And
March, April. I think April was our first garage sales.
Yep.
And we just bought.
Yeah,
we were shopaholics at that point.
We were like a starving dog in a sausage factory. We just went a little bit crazy and we got a little fat in here. Forgive the analogy. But
we were like Pops in a cookie shop.
There you go.
That's a better one.
That's a good one. So yeah, we did overbuy, and we did throughout the year a few times overbuy too. We were worried about buying enough to get to the winter, and now we're worried about getting rid of enough stuff so we're ready for spring.
Yep.
And a lot of the stuff we bought, we could have just avoided both of those problems just by not buying it because we really didn't need it and we could have bought better stuff.
A lot of fishing reels.
Yeah, they're still there. Haven't gone through them yet.
Hasn't cleaned them.
Working on year 2.
It is too, because those were, I'm pretty sure you bought those the first year we started going garage sailing.
I think I bought those in the first month we went garage sailing. So yes, there's a lot of things we learned over time that were bad buys, but there are times where you get addicted to the sourcing side of it. You become a purchaser.
A hoarder.
And yeah, you become a hoarder pretty quick by accident. We have to keep ourselves from overbuying this year. I think that's something we learned is we do have a tendency to overbuy because finding stuff, the treasure hunt is really fun. Mm-hmm. And you get a little bit addicted to it. So we've got to set some boundaries for the sourcing. Although I think we did okay with it. It's just we definitely purchased when we shouldn't have in certain points.
I think I can get rid of 4 entire containers this week.
Like totes?
No, like in the back that's in my death pile.
Oh, as far as listing? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want to know what my goal is this week?
What's your goal?
I'm
Clothes?
No, Tupperware.
Oh, Tupperware.
My 2 Tupperware totes
You're almost empty.
are almost empty.
Yep.
Guess what else is almost empty while we're on the subject? I have 4 motorcycles left.
My stomach, because I'm not out eating cookies.
P.O. Box 102, Madison, South Dakota. If you would like to fulfill Pops' dream of cookies.
Don't send me cookies. Please don't send me cookies. I can't go up another shirt size.
There's a treadmill in the basement.
It can stay there. That's a long way down.
We gotta figure out how to get that out when I get ready to sell it. Okay.
All right, so what else sold this weekend?
So I sold a Barbie. Actually, she's not a Barbie. She is a 2018 Disney Descendants 3, Good and Evil. She is the Audrey doll.
Pink and blue hair here, and that's her, and she sold for how much?
$19.99.
This is just boring. This is the kind of stuff I would never list because they're so boring.
That's my goal next week, is to go through all my Barbie stuff. I got a lot.
We do still have a lot. We have totes of Barbies in various locations.
No, only 2 locations. 3 locations.
Anyway.
The office, here,
And
I have a box in the house.
Yeah.
I know where they are.
Okay.
Just saying. Okay. We sold another pair of jeans. We sold another pair of silver denomination Suki high super skinny jeans.
We got another boring bag of jeans, bag number 24. And that one is going out for how much?
A whopping $17. I've had those ones for a while, so I'm glad they're gone. Okay. Another challenge we've had, and it's not really my challenge. It's more Pops' challenge. Just
because it's more my job.
because I don't package it. I try to, but he yells at me when I try to package the big stuff. So I just stick with the little stuff.
Boxing stuff up, it never fails no matter how many boxes you buy. I don't know if you can actually see back on that whiteboard back there, that big list. Those are all different box sizes we buy.
I have to update that.
And yeah, I think we've added to it since that was put up there. And you never have the right size box. You're constantly Frankensteining a box, struggling to make one work that shouldn't work. And sometimes I enjoy that. Like if you have a box that's made too big and you could cut it down and make it work, sometimes that's kind of a satisfying thing. It's almost always in reverse, though. You never have a box that no matter how you cut it, it isn't going to work. You basically have to find a box that's just giant, cut it back to flat cardboard and build a box from scratch. And it seems like we're always struggling with something like that.
You do not want to be here when that happens.
I curse a little.
A little?
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. But yeah, so I get away with packing a lot of the smaller stuff. I do sometimes pack the bigger stuff. Sometimes I take it as a challenge just so I don't have to listen to him curse. Just saying.
Yeah, we're learning over time. There's certain things we just don't like to package. And big isn't necessarily always the problem.
I think it's odd size.
Size, like the shape of it, is usually where you run into the problem. Like size-wise, you could have something fairly large, and if you've got boxes you could stack up and make it work, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not that hard to use multiple boxes to build a bigger box. But the shape of something can really ruin your day. My day. Has ruined my day. And will again, I'm certain. It's just part of the job.
Not today, I don't think it will.
But yes, it seems like we never have the right boxes. So we're constantly struggling with that. I don't know if there's a fix for that.
I don't.
Like, what would you do next year to do it any different? I think we're starting to settle in on the boxes we like to buy. So we buy less boxes and have a better assortment.
And I think people, when we first started, we did go to our local Dollar General and we used to get boxes from them. But to keep them organized and in size order kind of was a challenge. And they never had the ones you needed either.
Yeah, I would recommend grabbing boxes from Dollar General or anywhere else you can grab them from when you're starting out doing this. It's a great free source for boxes. It's just at a certain point you scale past the point where that's practical. Having a giant pile of various size boxes in the corner that I got to dig through every time we pack something makes packing super slow. And it's just not something you can't scale that. So at some point you have to start buying boxes, and time and space actually become more important than the few dollars you save on the boxes. But yeah, packaging is always a problem. It's actually something we both kind of enjoy doing. It's just the various weird sizes that you're always, inevitably you always just have one that's going to be a pain in the butt. So I don't know if there's a fix for that other than just be prepared for the pain in the butt. Allow more time than you think it's going to take.
Or don't buy the stuff that you're going to struggle shipping.
Consider shipping when you're buying.
Yes.
That's a good point.
That's a good sauce. It's a good sauce.
It's a good sauce. There's a good sauce.
A good, I don't even know what I was going to say.
That was good
A
sauce.
good idea is to make sure if you're going to buy something, think about it when you buy it.
I thought you nailed it with the sauce. All right, moving on though. What do we have next that sold?
We sold, out of our very first storage unit, I listed all that makeup and stuff. Too Faced Hangover Good to Go Skin Protection SPF 25 Moisturizer.
That's weird. Hangover?
That's the brand.
Hangover Good to Go. There it is.
Yeah, actually the brand is Too Faced, but
That's also weird.
I don't know who's using hangover crap after whatever.
Well, if you get hungover on the beach, it
But you should have put it on before.
it has an SPF rating. So that's that. How much that sell for?
$19.99 free shipping.
Yeah, and that was just in a box of junk out of that first unit, right?
Yep. I listed all the makeup that was in there and threw away a bunch because it was expired. Okay, the next thing, I'm not even going to let Pops grab. I will grab it.
I don't even think we have to grab it.
Whatever.
We don't have to grab it. We'll just point it out.
This was an item we bought sourcing from a picker. We sold Pleasant Company American Girl doll in Pleasant Company outfit with her accessory.
Yep,
This
that's
is her.
She's been on our shelf for a little while. Someone bought her.
Since October.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see her go. I don't like the look of those American Girl dolls. They just look snobby. I don't like them.
I'll get you an OG girl then. Do you know what an OG girl doll is?
No.
Our generation. It's the Walmart brand, I think.
Do they look snobby?
No, I don't know. I think she just looks snobby because of her glasses.
No, screw her. American Girl, make your girls look less snobby.
Okay, she sold for $120 plus shipping.
Nice.
That was a good one.
And now we got to box her.
Yep.
And that little container around her is actually really flimsy plastic that'll fold flat, I think. I think it flattens. She's basically going in a VCR box. I mean, that small doll is going to go in a giant VCR box. This is where our air pillow machine would be handy.
Oh, it might. We should
have to
sit
order
down
that.
and think about that tonight and order it.
I'm done thinking about it. Just hit the button.
I gotta pick which one. You have to look at reviews and see if somebody
Order
says
it.
it's crappy.
Order it. We'll send it back if we don't like it.
I'll order it on eBay.
There you go.
So the next thing that has been a challenge, on both sides of our adventure, which is both our YouTube videos and our eBay store, is time management.
Time management has been tricky. We've done a video on time management and scheduling and stuff like that. And we do pretty well with this, but it is a struggle. We struggle with it quite often, is just cutting the time out of your day or scheduling it and put it aside to get certain tasks done.
Yep. So like Tuesdays, I know that Corey will be in the house. So I will be out here listing.
Tuesdays and Saturdays are our edit days, and they're pretty well 4 to 6 hours
Yep.
of editing. And that's just to get the video done. Then I've got to come up with a title and a thumbnail and a description and get the whole thing uploaded. Like it's an event, and you gotta really kind of plan for it. And
it's usually 9:30, 10 o'clock at night when he's done and he says, we need a thumbnail.
And then we got to take pictures in the living room and figure out what we're gonna like.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a whole production that takes a better part of a work
I know how
day.
I can fix that.
Oh.
Pester you all day the day before. Corey, you got a video due. Corey, you got a video due. You should get that video done.
The previous video you guys watched, I had it done a day or two early. We're not good at banking videos and making a bunch of them and editing them, because no matter when I edit them, they're going to take 4 to 6 hours. And I don't, like, our editing process is a fairly long one. I'm not sure how to get quicker at it.
Well,
after a year and a half, I'm not any quicker.
People will tell you how to get quicker at it. They've commented on our videos on how to get quicker at it.
Oh, scooch over here. We could just do our videos like this and none of the cutting back and forth like you've been seeing. And now it's your turn to talk. Tell the people something.
So I don't think I want to stand close to Pops like this for an hour while we record, let alone that he touches places he shouldn't touch while we're recording.
Go sit down.
You still have to leave that in.
So yeah, when I edit the video, I like to edit it a certain way, not because, I guess there's no reason I edit that way other than that's just the only way I knew how to edit in the beginning. And it's the way I'm comfortable with, and I like the way the videos look that way. Mm-hmm. So it takes a long time. It's just one of them things that does. And it's hard to bank up 6, 7, 8 videos.
Well, and part of that, I think anybody that banks those videos, if you're doing anything related to relevant topics that are right now, and you bank up those 8 videos.
You're 2 months behind.
Yeah, so, well, more than that, if you have 8 videos and you only release one video, one video a week, that's
we mathed it right.
But yeah, so, and my issue for listing, as far as time management, is any day that Corey's out here listing at the same time, we do have 2 photo booths.
Yeah, but we struggle because neither of us likes to use the little one.
No, and I do use the little one, but not and it's not little, it's actually like
a 3x3.
3x3, but not everything will fit in there.
Nope.
And if you do some of the,
doo-doos.
So if you do some of the video or some of the pictures in there, even if it's a larger item, you always catch that frame, plane landing, the frame.
The flame.
You always catch the frame on the
casting
corners.
spells or guiding a plane. Like
you always catch the corners of the pipe that the thing is built of.
That's if it's too big. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
And so I struggle with that.
We have limited resources in here as far as listing stuff goes, and we are always walking on each other if we're trying to list together. This booth is always being used. This is our main picture area. We need to build another one of these almost.
Well,
somewhere else.
Get rid of that table and do one more right next to it and put the box photo booth right next to it.
Probably the best use of space in here is to take this table that I've built, which used to be someone's old back porch. That's what those deck boards are.
Okay.
And just get rid of it and build another photo booth.
And get downlights and stuff.
That is something we struggle with, is coming out here and listing, because we don't list well together.
No. We list totally opposite ways, and so
Even the draft bank, we trip over each other as we're adding things because we do the draft banks differently. I will not put something in a draft bank that doesn't have a price already comped and set.
I have gotten better with that, so you know.
Yeah, see, but we do things differently. They both get done. We just do them drastically differently, and so we have to manage who's doing what when. Mm-hmm. So that's almost a time management, a resource management issue all together.
That, and I think my frustration with that piece when we're both listing at once is in the app, which we're using to list because we both use our phone to list, it puts the newest thing that you've touched
at the top.
At the top. So if I go back while he's listing something and edit something in a previous one, it moves it up to the top.
And if I do a bunch of, say, free shipping things, it changes the shipping method for her stuff that she's doing that is probably calculated. And it's real easy to get goofed because we're going back and forth on that. So
even if you have it set at our default is USPS Ground Advantage and Priority Mail.
All right, so let's move on since we're not managing our time through this conversation very well.
No, we're not. We're just BSing.
Let's look at what's sold next.
So out of one of our storage units, I don't remember where it came out of, We sold a Matco Tools power bank.
Okay, it's like a battery bank.
Yeah, so like charging your phone
Yep.
or your...
That came out of that cheap storage unit that we got for next to nothing. That had the little PS2 in it.
The doggy hair?
With all the dog hair. That's where that came out.
Oh, that's right. They had a lot of Matco stuff in there.
Yep. So that one actually sold for how much?
$13.99 free shipping. Sorry, $13.99 plus shipping.
Plus shipping.
The last thing that we sold today that we're going to talk about was a Lemax Retired Village Collection Table Accent Farm Animals 4-piece set.
We got sheeps and ducks and horse and cow. What'd that set sell for?
$8.95.
All right, that's it. So our next challenge is to get these packed up and get them to the post office because we are running
Severely behind.
well, we're typically late on Mondays because we also do the video recording. So we are running behind. We're going to jump on getting this stuff packed up to the post office and throw some comments down below. Let us know what some of the challenges are you guys face.
Maybe somebody else can help you figure out your challenge.
Yep, you never know. Throw them down below and let us know things we might even run into in the coming year. Like I said, we're still only a year and a half, a little over a year and a half into this. We're still discovering challenges every day. These are just the ones that we probably were the most pronounced throughout this past year. This is the first full January to January year we've been resellers. So there you have it. We will see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.